I'm Dawson Sorrells with Stevens County Indians, and this is Blitz.
Thanks for joining us on Blitz for our special feature player interview. Here at Stevens County High School, I'm Brian Carter, joined by a pair of junior star pitchers for the Indians. We have Dawson Sorrells, junior pitcher and infielder, and Davis Swenson, also a junior pitcher and infielder. Guys, thank you so much for your time. It's great to have you guys on here and talk about the 2018 season. But Dawson, we'll dive right in and start with you, man. Talk about the hot start you guys got. You got off to the 8-0 start to begin the year. Got the first loss, and then you just rebounded with another 9-game win streak. So what was it like to be a part of that, going 17-1, being one of the top teams in the state there for a little bit?
Well, we got to prove ourselves. Like, we just began where we started last year, going to the Elite Eight. We just got to keep going from there and just prove that we're the dominant team in our region, try to prove that we just got to do our thing.
And you guys have done that very well. And one of the more balanced teams that we've seen in the area, I think in that 17-1 start, you guys outscored opponents something around 73-20. Talk about how big that is to have the offense, but also the pitching.
The pitching and hitting is coming hand in hand. I mean, if you got a dominant pitching staff, the hitting will come along and they'll start hanging their heads, and we just got to keep hitting, keep putting the runs on the board, and that's what we got to do.
Now, Davis, you get the tough question. He gets to talk about the big start to the season. Unfortunately, an unprecedented 4-game losing streak for you guys, which just a bit of bad luck. You ran to the buzzsaw against Jefferson, where you lose 2-1, 1-0, 2-1 again. How great was that pitching that you saw there?
Well, Jefferson was just a really good series. It's just a couple plays here and a couple plays there, and that's a different ball game. We go from them sweeping us to us sweeping them. But, I think our offense lagged just a little bit in those 4 games. Our pitching was pretty solid. Defense was pretty solid. But, just sometimes you get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, and they're a team that as good as y'all's pitching is, theirs is right there too, just over 2 runs allowed per game. But more importantly, what do you guys, what was the discussions you guys had coming out of that 4-game losing streak? You rebounded and got a win over Madison on Tuesday. So talk about the team's attitude trying to snap that streak.
And, you learn from losing. You learn what your strong point was at that time and what you did good, what you did wrong, and you just take from that.
Yeah. Dawson, an incredible year last year as a sophomore. This year, your numbers have been even better. Talk about how you've really elevated your game even more. I know it's hard to believe that you were able to do that, but what were the biggest things that you kind of focused in on heading into this year? And then piggyback off of that, once you talk about that, what in the future, what is it you hope to kind of hone even more in your pitching game especially?
Well, the season doesn't start after you're done. Off season is a big key. Hitting the weight room is a lot. Just trying to get bigger and bigger every year is my main key to do. I try to want to be the biggest I can and throw very hard, but sometimes it's a struggle, but you just gotta keep pushing through it. Different drills and stuff is what keeps me in shape. Running a lot, just different things pitchers do.
Do your statistics is that anything you ever spend time thinking about, trying to improve on those numbers, or do you just kind of, like you said, let the hard work kind of pay dividends on its own?
Statistics, you can look at them and you can judge them, but I wouldn't look at them a lot. Just keep doing your thing and just keep rocking and rolling.
Yeah, the rest will take care of itself. Davis, this year, Dawson had a huge year last year. You've been a talented pitcher as well, but this year you just kind of really stepped it up a notch, to say the least. You've had an incredible year. Y'all's numbers are almost identical. It's pretty cool. Talk about how you've kind of elevated your game as well.
I just tried to learn from last year, tried to get a little velo up on my fastball and just work on my off-speed pitches, and that's really helped. I did that a lot this off-season. So, coming into this season, I knew it was going to be even tougher getting through region this year, so I knew I had to work on my stuff, like I said, and just really just develop.
What's one area of your game, whether it be at the plate or on the mound, that you hope to improve moving forward as well?
Definitely probably the mental side, because, any player in high school, you're going to have the skill set if you're going on to play at the next level or even tough region ball. You got to have the mentality, because you're not going to win every game. You're not going to go out there and have the best time. So it's just learning from your mistakes and just going on and doing better.
Yeah, that's pretty tough, especially when you're pitching. You have all that control over every pitch of the game. So trying to put something bad behind you and focus on the next pitch as well. Dawson, talk about what's this team like? I get the sense that usually when you have a team as successful as you guys have been, you can kind of attribute that to just a close-knit group, good team chemistry. Is that the case here?
Oh, yes, sir. When you walk in here, it's like a brotherhood in here. We're all got each other's back. We all joke around with each other. I mean, it's crazy how a brotherhood it is in here.
And that of course will pay dividends in the long run as well, because you're playing for something bigger than just yourselves. So Davis, how do you guys close out the rest of the year? What have you guys talked about? You got 7 games left, a huge one tonight against Madison County that can give you a step up on them. But what's the key to closing out the season strong and making a deep playoff run?
Well, coming into this year, we had a lot of expectation for this year. We had high standards set, and a lot of us, we've been playing since we were playing T-ball. We've played together ever since we were young, and this is some of our last time getting to play together, so we just want to end it strong.
Yeah. Come out strong. And just like Dawson said a while ago, the season doesn't end after the high school season's over. I mean, that's usually when baseball's picking up. I mean, I know former player myself, we played all through the summer, so I know you guys are the same. Talk about, both of you, a chance to talk about what your plans are to play throughout the summer in Travel League.
Actually, me and Dawson are playing together this summer, so we're going to travel around places like Lake Point, and we'll go down to Florida a few times and, just try to get our name out there and do some colleges, just also develop. Summer ball is also very heavy competition. You have guys out there, same as you, trying to get college looks and stuff, so you got to go out there and prove yourself.
Yeah, because it's funny because right now in the high school season, you got some guys that aren't able to make a team for Travel League, and you guys are the best of the best, and you're out there playing against the other best of the best. So it's really tough. How do you maintain your focus when you're also having to, like Davis said, worry about at some point the college attention, the offers that are going to start rolling in for you guys?
Well, you gotta do what you do. I mean, you gotta go out there and you got to prove yourself that you can do it. I mean, college coaches, they'll look at you and they'll see other guys that are just like you, but you got to stand out more than them. You just got to do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I got a good feeling you guys are going to get quite a number of offers coming up. But last question for both of you, kind of more of a fun question, but who do you model your game after? If you were to look at, past professional or a guy who's starting right now in the bigs, who is it that you kind of model your game after?
Definitely like a Noah Syndergaard, because, when he steps on the mound, you see guys like him, and it's like dominance. Like, he steps on the mound, he's like, I'm going to own the game. Yeah. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do my thing, just hit the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you?
I'd probably go I will say this. Back when I was probably like 12 or 10, somewhere around in there, I used to pitch like Craig Kimbrell. I used to do the wings and everything. So I would definitely go kind of that kind of intimidation kind of factor right there. That's kind of what I like.
All right, guys. Well, congrats on a great season so far. I know you got a lot of work cut out for you, though. You still got 7 games to go, so we're hoping to see you guys put another big win streak together, and looking forward to a deep run in the state playoffs. Thanks, guys.
What's up? This is Davis Swenson of Stevens County Indians. Welcome to Blitz.